none of this radio pop shit. I drop this, turning back the clocks to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's tough. I lock in, I got this, radio drop this. Hot shit, just watch this, I fucking promise. Roll it, do not miss your chance to cop this. Will you capture it, or just let it slip? Or say I wanna be in, cause my rap is tight. No really, they just give a fuck that I ain't black and white. I'm not anyone else, man, I'm one of a kind. So sit back, relax, and listen one more time. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I drop this, turning back the clocks to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's top lit. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I drop this, turning back the shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's top lit. I love the girls that fuck with my music, getting referrals from the girls love to booze it, party and lose it. That's the life I'm choosing, not losing. That's my 2 cents, so use it. You know I'm back, as a matter of fact. I'm better than ever, never been better. I know that I wrote that. Sipping on some coke and no jack, could stare and bitch and take a pic. Kodak, I threaten the game, cause money and fame, they don't affect my brain. It's fucking all the same. I'm sick of hearing about these Insta names with Insta fame. Take a pic, sick, you're lame. A quick fix to shame. You lick dick for fame. A thick chick is slain. A chick picked too late. I think I've gone insane. I think I've lost my brain. And honestly, I'm a motherfucking novelty. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I drop this, turning back the clocks to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's top lit. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I drop this, turning back the clocks to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's top lit.
This is the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast with the midweek news. 2 law enforcement professionals giving their unfiltered opinions. Be forewarned, they might be triggering, so sit down and hold on. This might get a little bumpy. Here are your hosts, the Iceman and Doc Holliday.
Welcome back, Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, the Iceman, tonight. Doc Holliday is somewheres. There he is right there. But he's not here. He is somewheres in the sky, heading back to Louisiana from Texas somewhere. He did contact me earlier. He apologizes to everyone, but it's kind of hard to do even over a telephone when you're up in the sky flying like a bird. I just hope his arms do not get super tired, because I know my arms will be really, really tired flying. I'm not a big fan of it. I've flown several times, but I don't go anywhere to have to do anything. I don't know who this is. Someone calling me, so we are not going to answer it. Or we can. Hold on. All right, sorry for that little brief interruption there. That was my life insurance lady calling me, wanting to go over some new stuff. I was hoping it would be like maybe, I don't know, one of those telemarketers or something. We'd have put them on. Might have had a little bit of fun with them. So, wasn't that. So anyway, I didn't say it. Be forewarned. I can be triggering, and we're unedited and unfiltered on here, and all my opinions are my opinions, and do not represent the opinions of any agency or anyone else. Like I said, I am not a doctor, a physician, a lawyer, or anything else. I just will read them out and give my opinions. So if you want to fact check, you can fact check. Whatever you want to do, just be forewarned. If I hurt your feelings, I hurt your feelings. Turn me off. Don't listen to me. Cry. Boo-hoo. Bang your head up against the wall. I really don't care. So anyway, like the title said, I'm going to start out. Was a lot of stories this past week of kids, juveniles. When I say juveniles, I'm talking, between, 10 and 17 years old. Just doing a lot of dumbass shit out there. It's not making any sense. There's so many kids doing shit. And just crazy. I'll start with just one story here. I may not read the whole stories because some of them's kind of long. This one is from the Baton Rouge area. It's about the headline read, "A teen awaiting trial for killing a 74-year-old woman was arrested trying to buy a gun." This is in Baton Rouge. A teen who was 15 years old when he was charged with first-degree murder is being arrested again as he awaits trial for that killing. Xavier Cade was charged in December 2019. He's accused of killing a 74-year-old woman, Angela Heyman, during a burglary. Cade was arrested again last week, now accused of using counterfeit money to buy a handgun from another teenager. He was charged with possession of a firearm of a juvenile. The kid met the juvenile in a Breck Park to purchase the gun. He was on an ankle monitor at the time, but guess what? The ankle monitor was not being monitored properly because it had not been charged. He was arrested and charged with theft, along with possession of counterfeit money and a firearm. When detectives searched his home, they found the gun and more counterfeit money. District Attorney Hillamore said right now he's seeing an uptick in violent crimes carried out by juveniles in East Baton Rouge Parish. Last week, a 14-year-old was arrested for the murder of a 15-year-old in Port Allen. Westside District Attorney Tony Clayton has been saying for months that the legislation needs to convene to fix the problems they're having with juveniles, which I saw a news thing on him. They need a juvenile detention center because there's nowhere to put these little bastards at, okay? Nowhere to put them. So you arrest them, they get to go home, they put them on an ankle monitor. Obviously, they're not charging it. And whatever company this was responsible for monitoring it, monitoring it too good, is it? So anyway, this kid who's awaiting trial for first-degree murder of killing an elderly woman went and was buying another gun. I'm sure he had all kind of good intentions buying that gun too. But maybe he didn't. So anyway, he's probably back at home on another ankle monitor. Me personally, he's a kid. He should. I'll say he's a kid. He's committing those type of crimes. His ass should be charged as an adult. Stick his ass in big boy jail. That's where he needs to go. Where? And let's ask this question: where in the hell was his mama, his daddy? Where was his parents at? Where was his parents at? They know he's on house arrest, on an ankle monitor, but here he is out running the streets at, in the early morning hours. So I blame that a lot. They ought to charge the parents. The parents ought to get charged with something. So, that's my opinion. Like I said, I'm going to give my fucking opinion. this same case, we're talking about, he's had a two doctor panel, sanity panel on was convened on for Xavier Cade's attorney to see if he's trying to get an insanity plea. Of course, says the accused maybe have been suffering from mental illness at the time of the alleged commission of the crime. The only mental illness I think this little fucker was having at the time was stupidity. I'm a dumb, stupid kid that wasn't raised properly. Because obviously, they're convenient to see if he's sane. Well, he's sane enough to sneak back out the house and try to buy a gun. Well, did buy the gun with fake money. So what was he going to do with that gun? I'm sure he had all kind of good intentions. He just needed it for, I don't know, hunting birds or something like that, or squirrels. I doubt it. Little fucker. All right, on to the next one here with this one before I just keep going off. This one's out of New Orleans. This was on the 13th. Police, 15-year-old stole a car with an infant still inside. In New Orleans, a teenager was arrested after he allegedly carjacked a woman in New Orleans while an infant was still in the vehicle. The New Orleans Police Department said the crime happened around 3 p.m. near the intersection of Martin Luther King Boulevard and South Roman Street. The suspect, a 15-year-old, allegedly forced a woman out of the car and drove off towards New Orleans East. I love how they use that word, allegedly. I mean, I'm not going to just shut up. Shut up, Iceman. TV reports the teen realized the child was still inside the car after driving off and dropped the child off at a construction site. The child was unharmed while the woman who was forced out of the vehicle had to receive some medical treatment. Officials said the attack happened shortly after the child's mother left the infant in the car with another woman. The suspected carjacker was located later that same day and arrested and charged with carjacking without a weapon. Prosecutors say kidnapping charges are also possible. Of course, he has not been identified because the poor little darling's age of 15 years old. All of these people right here are just future wards of the state, even once they become adults and go to real jail. They're just future fucking wards of the state. They're just, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna end up in prison for their entire freaking lives. Of course, that's probably, or they're gonna be dead. They're gonna end up getting killed, and then somebody's gonna be, oh, the poor little fellas, they were such good little boys. Bullshit. It's all bullshit. This next one, I think it's a little bit older. I think it's been all over the news, so y'all might have heard it already and stuff like that. So I'll read it and see. Talk about it anyway. It's my podcast. I can say what I want. So let me pull this one up. Like I said, that's two now on just kids. And this next one is, guess what? Kids. This story was from NBC News on the 13th, and a whole bunch of other news outlets have talked about it too. Anyway, from two boys, the ages of 11 and 17, arrested in connection with a violent robbery of an elderly Asian man. The younger suspect, who was 11, was caught driving a car that he had carjacked in Oakland, police said. Two boys, including 11-year-old caught driving a stolen car, were arrested Wednesday after a violent robbery of an elderly Asian man in Northern California, officials said. Of course, it's in California. Good old sunny California. Oh, I do want to appreciate all you California people that are listening to me. Y'all keep them numbers going. Y'all are one of my higher states, and thank y'all very much. The 80-year-old victim was strolling near the 14,200 block of Acapulco Road in San Leonardo, or however y'all say it down there, about 12 miles south of downtown Oakland, Saturday afternoon, when two people in hoodies jumped him and swiped his Fitbit in an attack that was captured on a home security camera. See, Brandon, that says they're kids and parents want to blame the system. They need to blame themselves as a failed parent. Yeah, I see that you're here. I agree with you. The parents are failing and they do blame the system. The boys are also being investigated in connection with other crimes these juveniles may be associated with, police said in a statement. They had a picture on here. I didn't put it up on here, but there's a picture clear as day, shows these two boys beating this old man up. We are thankful that we were able to capture these juveniles safely and expeditiously. It wasn't immediately clear what role, if any, race might have played in the attack. The suspect's races have not been released. Okay, I saw the picture, and really, does race have really anything to do with it, or are they just dirtbag ass little fucking kids? I don't care what color the man is. I don't care what color the kids are. I don't care. Point is, the motherfuckers are committing crime, violent crimes. And they want that first thing you're gonna do is fucking throw race up in here. I mean, who cares? Who cares about their race? It shouldn't matter. I don't know where my story went. Anyway, they beat this old man up. He had to have some type of medical aid and stuff like that. 11 and 17 years old. First of all, why these little motherfuckers wasn't in school? Oh, that's probably because I think California is still on, what is that? They call that virtual learning or whatever, which is bullshit. Where the parents? Do you know where your kids are at? Obviously not. Your kids are out beating the shit out of old people and robbing them. And then when they come across the wrong motherfucker, which one day they're going to come across the wrong motherfucker, and somebody pulls a gun out or a knife and kills your sweet, innocent little bastard, you're gonna have a fit. You're gonna start crying. You're gonna want somebody to go to jail. Boo-hoo, my poor innocent boy. And you guys are gonna put a picture up on fucking the news and on Facebook and all those other shit of some picture when he was in kindergarten, when he looked all innocent and shit like that, and not put the picture up where he's posing with a fucking gun and fanned out fucking dollars or whatever, which are probably movie fucking money. I got a big stack of fucking fake money here. I bought, it's just a prop joke. I mean, you know how many people come in the clubhouse and think that's fucking real? Like I would just have fucking 10 grand and fucking $100 bills just laid out on the table. But it looks real. If you don't really get up on it and look at it, you can't tell. But I guess that's the culture now. I don't know. If I did some stupid shit, if I ever thought about doing some stupid shit like that, I probably wouldn't be here now because I wouldn't have to worry about my mom. My dad, my mom would have beat the holy hell out of me for doing some just stupid shit like that. All right, let's go to another one involving kids. I say I am. Why? There it is. My phone wasn't working right. All right, this one here says a 15-year-old is charged in a fatal Uber Eats carjacking that pled guilty. Y'all remember that story? And then I think it was two chicks, and they carjacked the Uber Eats guy, and then he ended up they crashed, and he ended up dying or something like that. Of course, you know, they let her cop a plea. Of course, they ain't released her name because, you know, she's a sweet, innocent child. And she had pled guilty to felony murder. And I don't think she got a shitload of time. The other girl was 13 that was with her. She was charged with armed carjacking, robbery, and aggravated reckless driving. And the 13-year-old was also arrested and charged that they used a taser on a 66-year-old man to steal his car. Anyway, they crashed it and he died. Like I said, it was a big story. I'm trying to see what kind of sentence they gave, this sweet innocent child. It's, so great. She announced 15-year-old's guilty plea after hearing initial schedule for Tuesday. Spokesman told news outlets the 15-year-old sentencing hearing is scheduled for June 4th, and a court appearance for the 13 has been rescheduled for May 19th. A prosecutor during March hearing said the D.C. Attorney's Office were preparing plea deals for both of the girls, though it is not immediately clear if the 13-year-old already had been offered one. So, let's see, if she's 15, this one is taking a plea deal, we can bet our happy asses. What they going to do, give her juvenile life? Is she going to be in there till she's 21? What, 6 years? She's going to get 6 years for murder? For killing this man? She's going to be out of jail at 21 years old, happy-go-lucky, till she does something stupid fucking again and ends up in jail again, because that's what's going to happen. It's ridiculous. I bet you that family's just so happy about it, huh? Start charging these little fuckers as adults. These kids know that they're not going to do any real time. They're going to be in a juvenile facility. They're not going to do real hard time nowhere. They know this. They teach them this shit in school nowadays. They know it. They can do it and get a fucking away with it. So what's the fucking use? Start charging these piece of shit kids. And we start charging the parents along with them. That's what they need to do. Start putting the parents in jail with them. Maybe, just maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. If you start charging the parents, maybe parents start fucking paying attention too. If the parents know, oh, fuck, this kid goes out and does stupid shit, I'm going to go to jail too. I can't be doing that. Because it's the parents' fault also. All right, another one. This was out of New Orleans. 15-year-old was arrested, accused of killing a 14-year-old in Central City. The New Orleans Police Department has arrested a 15-year-old accused of killing a 14-year-old. Police said the 15-year-old was arrested and identified as the perpetrator in the shooting that happened April 19th at the intersection of Washington Avenue and LaSalle Street. At about 7:35 p.m. on April 19th, NOPD's 6th District officers responded to the location and found a 14-year-old boy suffering from a gunshot wound. The victim was transported to a local hospital. On April 20th, he was pronounced dead from his injuries, according to police. Thorough investigation, 6th District detectives positively identified the 15-year-old juvenile as the perpetrator and obtained an arrest warrant on a charge of second-degree murder. Additionally, the juvenile was found to have active arrest warrants out of the 7th District, according to police. On Wednesday, they conducted a patrol of the intersection of Jackson Avenue and Reverend John Raphael Jr. Way. That's a mouthful for a fucking street name. During a traffic stop, officers positively identified one of the passengers in the vehicle as the wanted juvenile and arrested him. He was booked into the Juvenile Justice Center for second-degree murder, armed robbery with a firearm, illegal use of a firearm, 2 counts of theft of a motor vehicle. So he told 2 different cars. As a suspect, as a juvenile, a photo was not available because he is a sweet, innocent little child, and he needs his little diaper changed, and boo-hoo for him. This dude is a stone-cold fucking killer and should be charged as an adult. Anybody disagrees with me, please tell me. We're going to have a discussion on it. Please. Because we just went through, 4? 4 in the last, 20 minutes of talking here of all these kids. Every one of them shooting and killing people and shit like that. Kids. Every one of them kids. Oh, here's another one. I forgot how many of these I actually pulled up. It's if you think about it, it's really kind of fucking sad. It's sad that this many kids are out there killing that many people. Brandon says, it's all how you're raised. Pit bulls ain't bad either if they're raised right. We ran trout line when I was 15. Shooting someone never crossed my mind. Me either. Me neither at all. Me and Doc talked about it before. When we were in school, everybody had pocket knives in school. We had guns. Everybody had guns in their vehicle, shotguns and shit, and rifles hanging in their back racks. Everybody went hunting and everything. On school property, had guns. No one got shot. No one shot each other. There was no mass shooting. No one stabbed each other. We got in fist fights. We fought. We disagreed. We beat the hell out of each other. Then we made up. Nope, not today. Not today's times. Anyway, like I said, here is another one. This was out of Baton Rouge. Teen hurt and another person killed in a drive-by shooting at the Segan Shopping Center overnight. Now, if this is the right area, yes. This area I'm talking about is not a bad area. This is more of it's not a bad area. I've shopped in this area. It's not a bad area at all. Anyway, Baton Rouge, a midnight double shooting on a street of a shopping center complex killed an 18-year-old and injured another 17-year-old. The shooting happened at 12:30 Saturday morning on Andrea Drive, police said. Andrea Drive is a through street in Segan Marketplace. Police said the 17 and 18-year-old males were in a pickup truck when someone from a passing vehicle fired gunshots into the vehicle. Both were shot. A third person in the vehicle, the driver, was not injured and drove the other two victims to the hospital. Police said the 18-year-old who died was identified as Kylan Williams. The 17-year-old was also hospitalized Saturday. And that's the end of that story. But I guarantee you, the ones that were getting shot at, they know who the fuck was shooting at them. Give me a break. I don't know who it was. I don't know. I ain't no rat. Tell you what, motherfucker shoots at me, I'm telling. I'm like fucking, I'm tattling like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna sit there and, you shooting at me. Fuck that. You shooting at me? Nope. Telling. I'm gonna tell my mama on you. That's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't go tell? All right, I think that's all the ones I have on here. It would have been a longer discussion if Doc would have been here, because we could have went back and forth with it. But I just got my opinions on it. I'm pretty sure his opinions are the same as mine. We can just go back and forth on it a little bit. I did pull up some other stories that I just thought were kind of funny here. And let's pull up this one here. I actually got a picture. If anybody goes and looks at the video on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, and when I remember, I will have it up on Rumble also. Like and subscribe on all of them, on Facebook and YouTube and Rumble and Twitch. I don't think I have any followers on Twitch. If you go on Twitch and you become a follower, you will be the first one. So anyway, let's pull up this first person. Look at that right there. If you're not on the live or watching the video, go look at it. It is a sight. It's a sight. Brandon, if you're still there, I want you to take a guess. Take a guess, brother. Take a guess. This story here is out of Alabama. Alabama. No guesses? Okay, well, if you happen to go look at the picture, the headline of this story is a woman sentenced to 15 years after a bank robbery. That's a lady, Brandon. It is a woman. That's a lady. I'm not saying lady. It's a female. Okay, an Alabama woman has been sentenced to 15 years behind bars after she robbed a bank. The incident was reported at Gulfport Bank in March of 2019. Officials said iconic fascia, I think that's her name, went into the bank and handed a teller a threatening handwritten note. "You have 1 minute to give me the money. Do not be wrong or fucking die," the note read. She then fled the scene in a Cadillac. You right, holy hell, that is a lady. If you got to, people, I'm telling you, go look at the picture. Go on Facebook, look at the picture on the video at this point. We're like, I don't know, 30 minutes in. Go just fast forward to look at the picture. Investigators were later located the Cadillac near the scene and were able to trace it back to this beautiful lady right here. Officials compared her to the suspect on the bank surveillance video and had 2 bank employees who identified her in a photo lineup that was already on file from a previous arrest. She was arrested at the Houston airport and was returned from Mexico. Authorities believe she committed the robberies to pay for plastic surgery, as her face had shown signs of recent procedures. I think she should have paid for some laser hair removal. During a court hearing on Monday, she pled guilty to 2 counts of robbery and was sentenced to 15 years in prison. It's an amazing story. Knew this lady robbed a bank, went and got some plastic surgery, which I don't think helped at all. But when I saw this picture of this lady, I used that word loosely. When I say lady, I had to put it up. I was like, oh no. I didn't know Doc wasn't going to be here at the time. He didn't know this one was coming. I give him the other one. I was going to throw this out at him because I wanted his unedited, unfiltered reaction. All right, for the people that don't go look at the videos or anything like that, I'm just going to say she has a well-formed beard and mustache, and I don't know if she's doing the duck face or she had lip work done or whatever, but you gotta go look at the picture. She has a beard, like a real beard. It's pretty bad. I thought it was a guy at first. I even went back and read the story a couple times to see if it was a typo or something, but it's pretty much that bad. It's go look at the picture, please, people. Please, y'all go look at the picture if you don't get a chance. Roy, what you think about this pretty lady right here? Is that crazy or what? Roy said that thing's ugly. I'm telling you what, it would take a very, very special man or a blind man with no hands because, even if I was blind and I went to, be with a woman and I felt a very hairy face, I don't know. It'd take a special man. I'm sure there's somebody out there somewhere, but holy hell. Like I said, you need to go look at the picture. It's a sight. And I'm not about shaming people at all, but it is real. I just read it. It's in Alabama. She's in jail in Alabama somewhere. Roy, get on the visiting list. She needs a conjugal. She needs a conjugal, Roy. Why don't you hook her up? Take one for the team. Give her that. Roy, give her the conjugal. I mean, what's that? What's that fucking thing they have where it's like, what is it, date an inmate or whatever, where people like write letters to inmates and they like fall in love and all that shit like that. So, no, I'm not. I'm just saying. I mean, you can do it, Roy. I have faith in you. Yeah, you can do it. All right, let's take her off. That's just horrible. This next one right here, this is just as good too. The headline on this one read, Illinois man may want to wear a hat at his upcoming trial. Let me pull this picture up. I don't know why you can't wear hats in the courtroom. But look at him. Go look at the pictures, people, if you're not watching live or on video. You need to look at it. All of a sudden, you have ED, huh? We'll get you some blue pills there, Roy. All right, anyway, let me read the story. The picture's up, and I'll explain it in a minute. Up in Winton, Illinois, near Chicago, which, go Illinois, y'all were number one the last 2 weeks running on number downloads for me. Appreciate y'all tremendously. Any Illinois cops want to send me some stories or want to be on, hit me up. But y'all are doing great over there. All right. Chicago is a man who may need to invest in a hat, a sweatband, or some high-quality makeup before his upcoming trial because of the judgment he'll probably receive on his fancy forehead tattoo. This man is 45 years old. Obviously, he has made some really, really, really bad decisions in his life. His name is Angel, like I said, y'all know I'm not good with last name, Shattini or something like that, is being held on a $5,000 bond in the DuPage County Jail on charges coming after an arrest for burglary, theft, and possession of burglary tools. That's a really cheap bond for all that shit. I thought Illinois said that catch and release shit. Maybe that's just in the city. I don't know. As can be seen in the guy's mugshot, which we have up on the live stream here on the video we'll have posted. His forehead is emblazoned with 2 words that would make your mother blush. That's right. According to the smoking gun, his ink reading, fuck you, has been seen as early as 17 years ago in previous mugshots. I should have pulled all of them up here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mugshots. So he's been arrested at least 6 times. And all of them have the big forehead tattoo that says, fuck you. I'm not sure what that little line thing is. It's like a little circle thing with a line right there between us. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. He looks like he was way younger. I mean, he's had it 17 years ago and he's 48. So do the math. 31 or something like that when he got it. It's a pretty nice tattoo, and it shows that he has plenty of forethought. I honestly figured he'd be a CEO or a lawyer, not on the wrong side of the law. Whoever wrote this story wrote that down. So that's the end of that story. But, yeah. I mean, what the fuck? I can see why he's committing robberies. He can't get a fucking job with that shit on his forehead. Roy, why do you think that this nice gentleman here can't get a job just because he has fuck you tattooed in large letters straight across his forehead? I mean, he could work in the hospitality industry as a door greeter or something like that. I mean, who the fuck does that? I mean, I'm hoping that he was extremely drunk or something like that. But I mean, I would at least have there's laser removal. There's other shit. He could have just had like a big black band tattooed around his head, that like a sweatband or something. But yeah, this man has "fuck you" written on his head. It is plumb ridiculous. It's like what was that picture? I think I posted or something like that. It was on Twitter and stuff like that. I wish I could find the picture. I don't think I have it. I took a picture of this guy. Was in court one day with this fucking sweatshirt on, and I think his shirt said something like guilty or I didn't do it. I don't know. It was fucking hilarious. It was good enough where I looked at the dude. I said, come here. And he sit up. I said, sit up. Let me take a picture of your shirt. And I did. I said, I'm putting that. I said, that's just classic. It's on either Facebook or our Twitter account. The pictures are. You'll have to go look at it. It's quite funny. Shit people will wear to court. But yeah, Mr. Man here. I just feel like he's staring at me and telling me to fuck you. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I had got some tattoos, nobody's names or nothing, that were older, and I've had them covered up since then. But I would never, ever tattoo shit on my face or my forehead or anything like that. That's crazy. Plumb fucking crazy. So anyway, if you're just listening, he's eating good. Yeah. Well, he is getting 3 squares a day. He is getting 3 squares a day, Roy. So, I mean, hey, it might be better than he looks like he's a pretty healthy boy there. So, or man, as I must say, I am older than him, but he looks pretty healthy. He hasn't looked like he missed many meals at all. This next story, like I said, I'm just running stories now. This one caught my eye. It's quite interesting. Let me pull it, man. I don't want everybody saying, hey, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you, dude. You're a fucking idiot. God, I've seen people with face tattoos before, and like, what you looking at? You fucking you. You got shit like all over your face. You look stupid. You look stupid. Anyway, this one here, this fucking picture, this news story here, I kind of got a kick out of. Man injured in a Black Lives Matter riot sues the LAPD. Nothing extraordinary about that, right? Right. But one of the LAPD cops he is suing is the man's own uncle. The dude's suing his own fucking uncle. A 23-year-old man is suing the Los Angeles Police Department, including his uncle, on the force over an incident during a May 2020 rally in his support, this fucking just happened. It says during a May 2020 rally. We're still in May. That was a quick lawsuit. Fuck. In support of Black Lives Matter movement. Asim Jamal Shakur Jr., if I'm saying that correctly, forgive me if I'm not, claimed in a lawsuit filed on Monday that his uncle ordered other officers to fire hard foam projectiles at him. What the fuck? Is it like a Nerf gun? He's upset because he got popped with high Nerf bullets. I know kids run around the yards and do that shit to each other on purpose. Stop being a pussy, dude. Which led him to get a series of medical, psychological, and psychiatric treatments. I'm just saying bullshit. This motherfucker, what he's having, he's got PTSD from getting shot with rubber bullets. The lawsuit claims that law enforcement violated Shakira's, or however you say his name, civil rights by using unreasonable force and not adhering to proper training procedures. Well, there isn't a paycheck in the world that should be worth your morals and values, the family of Shakur said Tuesday, according to a report by the Los Angeles Times. In a live stream recording on his Instagram, he can be heard calling his uncle's name. Uncle. I don't know what his uncle's name was. I think it's down here. His uncle's name, and yelling questions at a group of officers who are walking towards them. Once he recognized his uncle, he can be heard in the video yelling, Eric. I guess that's the uncle's name. Eric. I want to do it. Yeah, I agree with you, Roy. He's a sissy. Our ancestors are turning over in their graves right now. Eric, Shakur said, look me in my eyes, Eric. You know how your daddy's feeling right now? That could have been you. A shot can be heard with the phone falling before the video restarted a few seconds later with his bloody hand. This case alarmed me and touched me like no other in my 42 years, because never have I ever heard of an officer knowing the subject of his abuse, let alone them drawing from the same bloodline, said Carl Douglas, Shakur's lawyer. He is seeking unspecified damage and coverage of his medical costs. Okay. You got a bunch of cops coming at you. Eric, don't shoot. Pop. Oh, fuck my hand. Dude, it was rubber bullets. Obviously, you were doing something out there with a group of people that you shouldn't have been doing. Because if not, pretty sure they'd just let you go about doing your business. Were you blocking the street? Were y'all destroying shit? What the fuck were y'all doing? Pretty sure cops in Los Angeles or wherever y'all were at in California just don't run around fucking shooting people with rubber bullets for the hell of it. Just don't see it happening, especially out there. If I have any of my California people listening and I'm wrong, write me. Let me know. Send me an email, a message, do something. Let me know if the cops are just running around out there randomly just fucking shooting people with rubber bullets. They're Nerf guns. Yeah, Roy, you're right. Anyone under 30 is usually a sissy boy. This is a prime example. His uncle probably hated his ass anyway. Yeah, a lot of the younger generation, not all y'all, not all you millennials out there. Some of y'all some pretty good people that have common sense that were raised right by your mom and daddy. But they got a bunch of fuck boys out there now. I'm going to tell you that right now. A lot of them. Tons of them. Cry, cry, cry. You arrest a grown-ass man, first thing he going to do is he wants to cry. Oh, my God, what the fuck's wrong with you? You still on a tit? God damn. I wrote into a newspaper out where I live one time. They got I guess an opinion section where you can say shit. And just at the time I was working a school zone in an area that extremely well-to-do, spoiled rich-ass people who think their shit don't stink. And my comment was, what they did not publish, which I don't know why, because I said, because this one person used to pull up to me all the time and try to tell me how to direct fucking traffic. Well, my comment was, if you're worried about the traffic so much, we wouldn't have so much traffic if you'd pull your titty out of your kid's fucking mouth and put him on the goddamn school bus. That's what you pay taxes for. Put your kid on a school bus. I mean, fuck. I rode the bus. Your kid's too good to ride the bus, or your ass too fucking lazy to get up earlier to get him ready to catch the bus? It's probably the second part of it. That would be my guess. Parents too fucking lazy to get up to do it. It's going to put little JoJo on fucking, I'm just going to ride him in the car. I don't want him riding the bus. Fucking ridiculous. Listen, y'all got me fucking going off on a rant. Got myself going off on a rant anyway. Trying not to. Some people actually like my rants, I think. I've been told that anyway. Somebody lying to me. Anyway, this dude is fucking suing his own uncle. He's just looking for a paycheck. Motherfucker probably still living at home with his mommy. And he wanting a paycheck. Wanting a paycheck for free. I want money for free. I don't have to go to work because I'm a lazy fuck. And I shouldn't have to work. I shouldn't have to. I should have everything given to me. I'm entitled. I'm entitled to the money. I hate that fucking word. Entitled. You want something, go out and fucking earn it. Anybody entitled to shit. All right. Where we at? Got a little bit of time to spare. So let's read another one. This one is by the National Newsroom, but it's from Louisiana. It says former Louisiana correctional officer is sentenced for violating the civil rights of 3 inmates. A former correctional officer with the Rapides Parish Sheriff's Office Detention Center in Alexandria, Louisiana, was sentenced today in federal court for violating the civil rights of 3 inmates in his custody. Cody Richardson, 31, was sentenced by U.S. District Attorney Judge D. Drell to 70 months in federal prison for each count to run concurrently following 2 years of supervised release. Richardson previously pleaded guilty on May 28th of 2020 to 3 felony counts of using excessive force against pretrial detainees housed at the jail. According to court documents and statements made during his hearing, Richardson, while on duty as a correctional officer, tased 3 different detainees who were restrained and not resisting. So he was just being a fucking, what's that? There's some big words for it. He was just being a dick. That's cruel and unusual punishment. You just can't be doing that. Brandon says Reba just showed up from getting her hairs did, and she said the damn ice man fired up to that. You right? I got fired up. I've been drinking my watermelon whiskey too, and it is a fucking delicious as usual. And Brandon, I know me and you have spoken, and I kind of changed it up a little bit. Instead, I sent you the picture of the watermelon cranberry juice flavor, but instead of the Sprite, I found Crush. Crush makes a watermelon soda. Bought the 2-liter. I took the Sprite out and used the watermelon soda with the cranberry juice, with the watermelon whiskey, and the shot of sour mix. And even Bam said she could drink it, and she hates whiskey. That shit tastes like a Jolly Rancher. It's delicious. Any of y'all listening out there, get the salty watermelon by Old Smoky's. Old Smoky's the only one I know that makes the salty watermelon. And mix it up like I say. Get your big cup, your big Yeti cup. Fill it up with ice. 2 shots of whiskey. Or 1 shot of sour mix. 3 shots of the watermelon flavored cranberry juice. Or the regular cranberry juice, whatever flavor you want. I like the watermelon flavored cranberry juice. 3 shots. Finish it off with the watermelon flavored crushed soda pop and mix it and drink it. And you're going to write me telling me, thank you very much. We can't be friends. What you talking about? Why can't we be friends? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Roy. You upset because you never get that lady a conjugal? Anyway. He stunned a detainee. He stunned another guy 15 to 20 times while he was shackled to a bench by his ankle, and he was secured by his wrist. And they continued to tase him. They kicked him 1 time in the belly. In 2018, he shocked another guy. This dude was like the taser king over here. This motherfucker was just on a rampage with his taser. Anyway, this dude is going to jail. He's going to be a convicted felon. He'll never wear a badge again, which he shouldn't, because you just can't be torturing people like that aren't just because you're being a dick. No, Roy, I just tried that mix. I just tried it this past week. I just did it. I'm not holding out on you. I just tried it. I just thought about it while I was on here. Try it. It's amazing. Melissa, or even if she can try it, because she'll probably like it too, because it's that good. Oh, let's get to this one here. I did mean I even put it in the title here, and I almost skipped over it. And this one's a little kind of important. All right, we all know about all these shootings and stuff that. Y'all know about the shooting in North Carolina, correct? I assume you do. It says there's anger as the DA clears the officers in the Andrew Brown shooting and refuses to release the full video. This is done. This story was by the Independent, by some Josh Marcus a day ago. It says community members and civil rights activists were furious after North Carolina officials on Tuesday announced they wouldn't seek criminal charges against a group of police officers who shot and killed Andrew Brown. If you don't know about the case, go look it up. It's all over the fucking place. That was in North Carolina. Andrew Brown, an unarmed black man last month as he sat in his car in his driveway. All right. Well, the Independent needs to get that fucking shit straight, because he wasn't just sitting there in his car chilling, listening to the radio, smoking a blunt or whatever like that. He fucking put the motherfucker in gear and started heading towards some cops as they were trying to arrest him. So this news, these people here, this is Independent, are full of fucking shit, because they're spinning it the way they want to spin it, make it sound like the cops just walking up, hey motherfucker, how you doing? Pop, 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 and shot him. Not the case. Bullshit. Get it right. Andrew Brown was not using his vehicles as a weapon, his attorney Sellers said on Twitter. Of course the attorney said that, because he wants to sue and get money. The contact was minimal at best and initiated by the officers. Of course it was initiated by the officers. They were trying to arrest him because he had warrants out for his arrest, I believe. He was beyond law enforcement when multiple shots were fired, including a kill shot to the back of his head. 4 officers did not shoot because they didn't feel their life was in danger. Okay, well, the other ones must have felt their lives were in danger because they shot. On Tuesday, officials in the Pasco-Tank County announced they wouldn't seek charges and called the shooting justified. So it must be a district attorney that actually looked into the case and just didn't start throwing cops in jail, because that's what people want. Just, oh, the cop shot somebody, throw them in jail, they must be wrong. He actually looked into the case. I'm sure if the cops did wrong, they'd have been prosecuted and went to charged properly. Mr. Brown's death, while tragic, was justified, District Attorney Andrew Wobble said during a press conference. Mr. Andrew Wobble, I commend you, because you have balls to get up and say that in this fucking culture we have going on today. I commend you, Mr. Wobble, because you got a set of nuts on you, and you just out there telling the truth. A group of heavily armed county sheriff deputies shot and killed, heavily armed. I mean, we were the motherfuckers running around with M60s or something. Jesus. I love this fucking news people. Shot and killed Mr. Brown outside his house on April 21st in Elizabeth City as they attempted to serve him with an arrest and search warrant. Observers following the case locally and around the county reacted with outrage and despair. I'm sure they fucking just wanted to burn some shit down. It should not come as a surprise that the criminal legal system has upheld the legitimacy of yet another murder of a black person. Christy Puckett Williams of the North Carolina chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union said on Tuesday, communities deserve justice and accountability, but history shows justice for people of color is rare in a system that was built upon slavery and has been modified over time to control and limit the lives of those who are not white. That is the biggest fucking pile of just, I can see the stink coming off of that fucking quote right there. Flies a fucking circle. Let me tell you what, I work with a lot of black officers, black deputies. Great fucking guys. They got their back, I got my back, they got their back. I mean, we take care of each other. When I'm working with people, I don't see color. These fucking news people are just trying to drive a wedge in between white people and black people. They want this shit to happen. I wish people would open their eyes, tell all these fucking news outlets to go shove it up their ass. Stop listening to their lies. It's lies. Cops are not out hunting down black people. They make it sound like that cops are just, pulling black people over. Oh, you're fucking black. Pow, here's some fucking lead. Congratulations. It's bullshit. Now, I was discussing with Bam the other night. We've been watching, I've been watching, NYPD Blue, the old show from the 90s on Hulu. You know, I had never watched it back then. I was young, didn't care to watch that kind of shit. And I've been watching it, and I'm like, there's quite a bit of racial stuff in there. I'm surprised that the cancel culture must not know it's out there, because they'd go after this fucking show on some of this shit that's been sounds like Jesus. And let me tell you, if there are cops out there that are just pulling people over because of the color of their skin, of the car they drive, those cops don't need to be cops. Okay? I can only speak from my experience. I have never, ever profiled anyone. I've never been one of them cops that just pull people over because of that. If I pull somebody over, it's because I have a legitimate fucking reason to, or I observed them break a law. I've never made the what was that the license plate light burnout stop. I've never been that guy. I'm sure there are cops out there that do that. Worked with a guy a long time ago. He used to make a shit ton of drug arrests as a rookie cop. I know why he did it, because the motherfucker was pulling over everybody he went to school with that he knew was a fucking dopehead. Okay? I mean, that's what he was doing. This was a fucking shit ton a long time ago. Made a stop one time. Found some drugs. I rolled up his back up. Still in uniform. That's how long ago this was. I had been doing it a while before he was doing this. My first thing was, why you pulled him? Why did you pull him over? Oh, well, I knew he had drugs. Why did you pull him over? Well, no. What was your probable cause? Because if not, you need to let him go, and I'm driving away. Let him go. I'm not being involved in anything like that. If you do not have probable cause, be stopping him just because you went to school with him and knew he was a dopehead and probably had doping going. Not being involved in that. If you don't have probable cause to stop him, I'm not being involved with it. This was 20-something years ago. So, like I said, I read all this shit. I read the stories. It pisses me the hell off. I'm not going to be around people that do that. And like I said, I'm sure there are cops out there that's doing bullshit like that. They will get caught. They will lose their badge eventually. Hope to God nobody gets hurt in the process of it. But the news media, to vilify everybody that puts a badge on their chest, straps a gun on their waist, to go to work and put their life on the line to protect people that hate them, people that they don't even know, pisses me the hell off every single day. And that's the same motherfuckers that's going to call and cry and screaming for the cops to come help them. People need to wake up. These news media outlets, ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, all this fucking CNN, even Fox, a certain kind, all these fucking news outlets. They're one-sided one way or another, okay? It's just one that do your research, read all your stuff. Don't just read a headline and assume. Don't just read something from the Independent or Reuters or something. Read all of them. Read all the different ones, because you know what? Somewhere is mixed in there is the fucking truth. Somewhere mixed into it, because ain't none of them just telling the truth. I mean, it's when they make it sound like the guy was just sitting in his car, just chilling, and the cops come up there and it's like, oh, you just shoot him. Come on, really? Really? I can't tell you how many thousands and thousands. I've made thousands of traffic stops. Thousands. If I had my gun pulled out on people, yeah. If I pointed my gun at people, yes. But I had justifiable reason to do so. Either they wasn't listening. I mean, I had my gun pulled out on a 60-something-year-old lady one time. I thought she was running from me. The way she was driving, she took me in a secluded area where she stopped. I didn't know I didn't know what was about to go on. Yeah, I pulled my gun out. I'm not gonna just Oh, let me just see what's going on. Excuse me, sir, you got a gun? Ma'am, do you want to shoot me? No, it don't fucking work like that. But according to all these news media stuff like that, us cops are just out there wanting to kill people. Don't want to kill nobody. Been doing this shit for 27 years. I ain't never had to kill nobody. Knock on wood. I don't want to ever have to. So all these news medias that think that we're just out there hunting people down. Nope, not doing it. All these cities that are defunding the cops, wanting to get rid of the cops and stuff like that. Man, fuck you, politician. The same ones that you're using the cops to protect your funky asses. Let the cops disappear for a week. It won't even take a week. Let all law enforcement disappear for fucking 2 days. I guarantee within the first 12 hours, people are going to be screaming for all them men and women with badges on their chest to come help them, because shit's going to get real bad, real fast. Look at all these big cities that are defunding the cops. They can't pay people to be cops right now, leaving in droves. Crime rates through the roof. Fucking murder rates through the roof. People need to wake up. Wake up. By the time y'all do, it's going to be too late. I'm just going on a whole fucking rampage speech there and not even meaning to. All right. Hopefully Wednesday, Doc will be back. Hopefully this Sunday I'll have a guest. I got a few ideas in my head. I just got to talk to some people and nail it down. If not, you'll just get fucking me again. Did have some interesting shit happen this past week. Backing up some road guys and stuff. So it was fun. All right, let's do the same old shit. You can email me at motorcopchronicle@gmail.com. Also on Twitter, Motorcop Chronicles Podcast, at MotorC on Twitter. I was looking at the Parler thing today. I'd have to reactivate. I think I got it reactivated, but I don't think it's been real active. I think a lot of people reactivated yet. I'm trying to post the videos on Rumble. If you have Rumble, find Motorcop Chronicles Podcast on there and follow me on there also. Don't have any follows on there yet either. Like I said, we're on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Like I said, go subscribe and like us. If you're on Apple, give me a 5-star. Write me a review. Helps in the algorithm. If you're a law enforcement, first responder, nurse, veteran, you have any stories you'd like to tell, email me, message me on Facebook or something like that. Get in touch with me, and we'll work something out. Give you a nickname if you don't have one, and we can do something about it. If you don't want to be on the show itself and like to have your story told, send it to me. I will read it as best as I can. So we are, like I said, we're doing good. A little over a year now, and numbers are up. If you get a chance, you go to Perfectly Dysfunctional Designs on Facebook. Hopefully, Bam will be putting a cup, some pictures of some cups and some T-shirts. If anybody wants to buy a Motorcop Chronicle cup or a T-shirt, I got to get her to put some pictures up. But that's where it's going to be at, Perfectly Dysfunctional Designs on Facebook. You can order stuff on there. And till Sunday, remember to smile, because the Iceman could always be behind you. Oh, shout out also to all my states, especially California. Illinois was the most for the last 2 weeks. California's running a close second. Spread it to your friends and get them to listen. Let's get the numbers up. Did pick up a listener I saw in Spain, in that area, and one in the Colombia area. They've been, those last few weeks, they've been listening. Appreciate y'all listening. And like I said, till next week, remember to smile, because you don't want me behind you. You sure don't, because I will write you a ticket.
Cranking up